For the record, I'm still going to play Apex like every day. I'm only going to talk about this one time. About 3 years ago, I want to say, I tried playing competitive for like a couple months with Blur and Keon, and I quit for basically the same reasons I quit this time. It's just not as fun as playing ranked on stream. What brings me the most like amount of happiness in my life is just like playing ranked and like talking to chat and just like having a good time, like playing with my best friends. Playing competitive was like taking away from that. What was enjoyable about going to LAN was like the fact that it happened. So like while it was actually going on, I wasn't really having fun like or enjoying like being there. I quite frankly wanted to go home. I was ready to go home. But obviously like what I got out of it was like insane, you know, like, you know, people recognition, you know, the day after LAN, like when I was talking to everybody and stuff like that, that was awesome. But for me, like quite frankly, being there like on the stage was like not very enjoyable. And the longer I played competitive, the less and less I enjoyed it. But at the beginning, we were doing so insanely well that it's hard to quit. I'm not enjoying it, but I'm like getting so much out of it and I'm doing so well that I feel like obligated to keep going. As that went on and on and on, it got to a point where it started impacting like my ability to play. So like as I had less and less fun, I got worse and worse and worse. And so it kind of just like kept compounding over and over and over again until now we're at a point where I suck and also don't enjoy it. So now there's actually no reason to play. It's also not fair to my teammates. So like Panders and Xerath, like I think if I kept playing at the rate I'm going, like I'd probably still make LAN like almost every time, stuff like that. I don't want it to be a chore, you know? And that's really what it felt like, because there's a lot of times that like we had to play scrims or we had to play in a tournament or we had to play this. And at first, like when we were first playing, like during Raleigh and like a couple months after, I mean, we were winning like every single tournament. Like we were fucking farming. Like we won one tournament by like 40 points. Like it was insane. And even back then, like I didn't really want to play. So like before Split 1 even happens, I tried to quit multiple times, but I just got like convinced by my manager to keep playing because like, I mean, obviously like I'm doing so well, like it's hard to quit, you know, like it's hard for me to be able to justify it to myself, even if I don't enjoy it. In terms of streaming and stuff like that, I should be able to stream more. I can do more things I actually enjoy. Obviously, I'm very blessed to have the opportunity to do the thing that I love doing the most and make a living out of it. Doing the content creation side is something I enjoy so much more. So any time that gets taken away from that, where I'm forced to do things that I don't want to do, is pretty annoying, and which is normal. I mean, you do things you don't want to do every single day. But when it comes to playing competitive, if you don't want to be there, you won't do well. A lot of people are saying like, oh, well, you're just upset that you lost and you know, you rage quit, yada, yada, yada. I wanted to wait a couple weeks before I gave the announcement, but LCQ is in 4 days and Panders and Xerath needed time to find a teammate. So I feel like it was better if you heard it from me, because it would get out eventually. So rather than, you know, I didn't just like lose and get mad and upset. It's something I've wanted to do for a while. I tried to quit multiple times and I got convinced to keep playing. But now we're at the point where I've just decided that I can't be convinced anymore. With that being said, I still am very grateful that I was able to play. The opportunities that Furia gave me in Panders and Xerath. Genuinely, like Raleigh, for example, that was one of the best times of my life. I'm very grateful for everyone and stuff like that. To sum it up, I guess, like a TLDR is that there are other things in my life that make me more happy, and it's not fair to my teammates or the people that support me that they expect me to give it my absolute all, and I'm not able to give it to them in competitive. That would be the TLDR. I probably won't come back to competitive. I'll probably just play ranked with my friends and have a good time and talk to chat and all this stuff.
100 on my face. Good. One guy here.
Need to recharge my shields. Broken.
Holy Newcastle.
No.
Recharging my shields.
Dude, this is weird. Why am I getting good teammates? Why am I getting good teammates? This is weird. Something fishy's going on here. Chat, how often would you say that you get, like, how often would you say you get 2 teammates when you're solo queuing that you would think are like, okay, they're good? Like, how many, like, 1 out of what? 1 in 100. I'd say for me, it's probably like. I mean, obviously, like good and bad is relative. Like when I say good and bad for like when I'm talking about like when I say like a good player, like a good player to me is like you're like a good pro league player, like a above average pro league player. But like in terms of solo queuing, if I'm like I get good teammates, like good teammates are people that can do like 1,000 damage. Like if my teammates drop 1,000 damage, that's like a good teammate. I'm like, damn, I got lucky. Oof. I got lucky this game. So I'd say probably like 1 out of 10 maybe games I'll get good teammates. Yeah, like 1 out of 8 maybe. There is no fucking way. Dude, I have never, this is the only free-to-play game I've ever spent money on. And the reason that happened was because I was a Gibraltar player. Like, back then, like, everybody, you had to have a Gibby. And, like, I was a Gibby player on the team. And there was the polar bear Gibby was in the shop. And I'd never spent money on a free-to-play game. And I was so, like, I was so strict about it. I was like, I will never do it. But that one skin was like, I'll just buy one skin. Just this one. Like, it's so good. Like, I play Gibby all the time. Boom. Just like that. That's how they got me, bro. They fucking sucked me in.
Stay close.
They sucked me in and I became a whale.
Reloading. Grenade, watch out. Enemy down.
I killed 2 of them. You can help if you want to. It's all good if you don't want to. Help! Help! Please! Mikey, get in there! That was the most controller thing I've ever seen in my life. Dude, when I started playing Apex, my KDA was like a 0.9, I think. And I've grinded it up all the way to 4.
Target landing. Enemy shield. Enemy shield broken.
Damn, did he kill that guy? Holy. My mom was trying to convince me that she wanted to make a business selling diapers. But like for the movies, like, so instead of having to go to the bathroom, you would just fucking piss yourself at the movies. And she was like, oh, well, you could sell them in movie theaters and people would buy them. I was like, Mom, not a single fucking person is gonna want to piss themselves in a movie theater full of people, bro. And it wasn't just like a one-time idea and then she realized it was dumb. Nah, she's brought this up like my whole life. Like, she's committed to this.
Down to another.
I should have grabbed that purple swamp.
Need to recharge my shields. That's the last.
Like, she's committed to the movie diaper idea. She's gonna be pissed you told chat. Someone will steal it. Go ahead, man. Please steal her idea. Please, God, so she'll stop fucking talking about it.